Hey, everybody. Welcome to Copi Cafe. This is episode number 74. Rob, can you believe that? 74. Crazy.
Yeah.
This is, it's amazing. 74. So, and we're coming up on the holidays, and I'm still in some holiday gear, as you can see. You've got Rob, Greig here, and Josh Jones, and we're here to tell you everything we've got going on at Cornucopias and keep you in the loop, our community. If you're new here and you don't know what we're doing, let me give you some insight into what Cornucopias is real quick here. So Cornucopias is a cutting-edge MMO RPG set in a world where humanity has ascended from the Earth's surface and created a breathtaking new world in the sky. This fantastical realm is a system of floating islands carved from the land we once called home, now encased in radically advanced dome-shaped structures suspended high above the clouds. Each one is a futuristic marvel with its own unique environment, identity, and thriving communities. It is within these domes the epic journey begins. Here, players take control of their own personal avatar, which gives them the freedom to choose their destiny. Be immersed in vast landscapes, explore vibrant settlements, and engage in a myriad of activities such as crafting, commerce, combat, racing, and more. Welcome to a world where the sky is no longer the limit. Whoa. Okay. Wow. Oh, jeez. This is, okay, you're something else, buddy.
I thought you'd never get through it.
You took it to another level today. It's good to meet you, Mr. Claus? I don't
Maybe.
really... It's a Claus. It's a Santa Claus-ish beard. Yeah. Yeah, way to go. Rob, what are you drinking?
So today, I am drinking Baileys. Not the whole bottle, just one drink.
Yeah.
We'll go for
all right,
Baileys.
buddy. Just one drink, he says. All right. Well, I'll drink with you. Cheers. I'm having a O'Doul's, kicking back a nice NA beer. I think I'm having a cigar
nice
tonight with my brother.
Cigar. Very
Yeah.
nice.
Yep. Not one of the brothers you know. Just got brothers everywhere. So, how long do I have to talk to you looking like that?
Well, I'll be back. I'll be back. Ta-da!
Oh, beautiful. Thank you, sir. All right, I'm going back into my regular garb. Here we go. Okay. Costumes for everyone. You know what? That's going to be fun when the avatar creator, which is on the roadmap for early 2024, comes into fruition and people can create their own avatars. And then we have outfits and costumes and things like that they can soup themselves up with and bling themselves out. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. So maybe this little thing that Rob and I are doing, maybe that's foreshadowing of things that might be able to happen in the game.
Yeah, I'm going to try and get one of those. So just a little goatee.
Oh, yeah. The Sam Shepard. Oh, the Sam Shepard mustache. It just kind of comes down.
Well, we could try that as well.
Who knows?
Yeah.
All right.
I've
So
never been
coming
able
up
to grow
for
one,
you in, sorry, I missed you.
No, I said I've never been able to grow one. So to have one in game will be ace.
I'll try one out for you. Yeah, in game for sure. Okay. So for this episode of Copi Cafe, we're going to talk a little bit about the centralized exchange listing, the node sale, the roadmap, some questions from the community, and then, of course, we do have a leak for you guys. So why don't we just get right to it? Gate is listing. Well, we're shooting this on a Wednesday. I don't know when it's going to air. Gate might have already listed our Kopi token by the time this airs. I don't know. It might have happened yesterday for those of you watching, or it's happening very soon. So hopefully that goes really well and smoothly, but it's a top 10 centralized exchange. So this is a great move for us, and it puts us in the direction of being on the roadmap to get into other exchanges and to work our way up to just make it more available for people to be able to participate in our game and what we're doing and utilize Kopi token for in-game assets and all sorts of things that you will be able to utilize it for, which is very exciting. So any thoughts on that, Rob, on Gate?
Yeah, I mean, like I said last week, it's very exciting to have both a centralized exchange and a decentralized exchange. So newcomers can quickly come into the ecosystem via the central route, and then over time, if and when they please, learn about decentralization.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, even with Uniswap, when we added liquidity on there, I think there's like 800. I haven't looked at Dex tools today, but there's probably about 800 holders on there already. So that's quite a few new people well aware of what we're doing, which is great. So let's just keep that going. We've got a lot of marketing coming up in 2024. We've kind of paused with Walksman for the holidays, and then we re-began with them very shortly afterwards. And it's going to be like we're hitting the ground running. It's time to go. So you already saw a taste of what they can do with us, the way they're filling up our schedule with editing multiple commentaries and articles and getting us on podcasts, and they're doing a great job. So I'm looking forward to keep that going. All of this plays in together well, because it's like, look, marketing, game delivery, exchange listing, all of these things coming together at one time should be really helpful for our ecosystem and growth. So it's very exciting. Next up is the node sale. How would you go ahead and kick it off with the node sale? How would you say we're doing?
Yeah, I mean, the idea of the node sale, the way we designed it in the number of tiers, and the first tier was on purpose only for the people that were very active within our Discord. So people came in, and it would have taken quite a few weeks, if not months, to claim the free corn points in Discord every day, the daily points, and then that guaranteed you a mint in tier 1A. That went very, very well, and that ensured that people that are following the project were able to get in. Then tier 1B, very similar. That was for NFT holders, and those again were one each. So we sold over 1,000. So to have the nodes decentralized, it's got off to an absolute great start. At the time of recording now, we've just opened up tier 2 on Cardano, and we've sold just under another 1,000 on their individual wallets, because again that's limited to one, although you can come back in and get some, but it's a very, very slow mint. We've designed this mint to be over 6 months, and most node sales nearly all node sales that I've seen, I've never sold out within that time. However, we seem to be off to a really flying start, so we might break more records in how quickly the nodes sell out. They seem to be very, very popular.
It's great, yeah. I think people are having fun. They're getting into it, and it's an exciting new offering for us. It definitely created a lot of new challenges, because it's such a change from the existing NFT sale thinking that we have. And so it's far different than, say a vehicle sale with 5 different rarities and that sort of mentality. This is the tiered structure and the tech. This is for tech-minded individuals. Yeah. Not only for tech-minded individuals, though, because if you're interested in participating in nodes, I think you have a special announcement. We're looking at providing a service where you don't have to operate it on your end. Do you want to tell us more about that?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's been surprising that we've seen an awful lot of chatter talking about VPSs, and this is where people can rent a virtual private server somewhere that's always on 24 hours a day. It's hosted elsewhere. You don't have to do anything. You set it up, and then you just basically go and check up on it. And we on the back of this, we thought, that is probably something that we could do ourselves, that we could host this as a managed service. So if that is something that people will be interested in, it will be a lot cheaper than hosting your own VPS server. We'll bunch a couple of them together. We'll run it and manage it for you, and we'll make sure that it is decentralized across the world. We'll do it in a good way to support the project. But I mean, like we were saying, the node sale. This is unlike an NFT sale, so it's not an in-game asset that you can play with. You're actually providing an infrastructure for the game, which I've never seen this done before. So you're being part of critical infrastructure. So as the game is rolling out to the different players, and as we're pushing our updates, these nodes will be scattered throughout the world. As your game will do a lookup via the APIs, and it'll say what people are around you, what local people, and the game will be fed to you from people's machines. Yeah. It'll connect to anywhere up to, it'll probably connect somewhere between 10 and 50 nodes at once. We'll perfect that during testing, and be able to download the game locally. Right. An alternative way to this is obviously we can just open a CDN with Amazon and just pay them. But having the community help us in support of this, I think is a good popular way that we think is a good way for us to give the rewards back to the community rather than just paying for hosting elsewhere. And this is layer one. We will have other services that build on top of this whole distribution network. So we're not just getting some off-the-shelf BitTorrent client and plugging it in. It is software that we wrote the demo ourselves, and we will continue to then develop that into a much robust system that will be on a Windows version, a Linux version, and a Mac version. So this is definitely a long-term play, but it's absolutely going to be critical to decentralize the distribution of our game files.
Yeah, it's great. I think we have a lot to look forward to. We're learning a lot just in this short amount of time. And, I think some of the feedback from people has been very interesting. It almost seems like some were not understanding the node structure, running multiple nodes from one computer. And just to talk about this real quick, Rob built something pretty innovative in the tech where you could just run multiple nodes from one computer. So if you hold multiple node licenses, each one of those offers you the rights to that node's rewards that come from the system for you providing that service to us. So what that did is, as opposed to a lot of the other gaming models where they start off at, potentially 5K a node or 3K a node or 2K a node or whatever it may be, it allowed us to fractionalize it a little bit. And that's probably not the right word, but it's making it quite a bit less expensive, but you're still operating one unique node or two unique nodes or 5 unique nodes. And so this allows more people to participate, increases decentralization, and you participate at the level that you're interested in participating in. So according to what kind of, system you want to operate. And like Rob just said, we haven't fully tested how many exactly you can run, like a thorough, robust test, right? You've tested and proven you can run 100 from one machine. We're recommending no more than 50, or I don't know if we're even making a recommendation yet. But
not at the moment. There'll be different specs, and we'll have different settings, because if you're running a node from your home PC, you want to continue to work on your computer. You don't want your whole network to grind to a halt. So there'll be certain settings. You don't have to be the fastest and push the most data. We'll work on various setters and a parameter. What we're looking for is a good, reliable service rather than who's got the fastest and the most. We're looking for a reliable. So it is okay to have multiple nodes on one PC, because you'll be serving small, tiny chunks to different people throughout the world, and demand will come and go. But it's really, really important.
Yeah, I agree. And so thanks to those of you that have participated so far. It's only been on Cardano thus far, but as we've said, this is going to be a cross-chain node sale, so there will be some nodes available on Ethereum as well, and that's just in the form of an NFT. So if you prefer to use that chain, it'll be a layer 2 on Ethereum. But yeah, and that's coming soon. So very exciting stuff. All right. Well, next up is the roadmap. We need to kind of visit that. Do you have it ready to share? We can talk through it, or how do you want to go through that? Okay.
So that, you know, there's lots of things on the roadmap that we've achieved, and lots of things that we've achieved that have not been on the roadmap. So for example, we've never had any of our exchange listings because we don't typically publish them months and months in advance. We've also not had the public releases on which we should do. So we've gone through and tidied it up, and I think what we can see here is some of the things that we've achieved throughout this year, going all the way through. So from building the tech with the roles, we've had quite a few public meetups. We've demoed the game. We then started releasing the test version of the game, and I think we're up to number 9. We have the new version coming out very, very soon. So I think that's will be the 9th major release of the game in the last few months, and every release introduces new features, bug fixes, because everybody's in there testing. It also opens up to more people testing, and I'd like to say we're slowly moving forward, but we're adding features at such a breakneck speed that you know the game in itself is really, really evolving. So we have the Uniswap and the gate on here, and the nodes themselves, and the only two that so I've added Copi Cafe on here as well, because I mean that's to be celebrated. We've done a lot of these episodes.
Yeah.
And then we have the two that is kind of outstanding for this year, which will be the latest game release, which will either be this week or next week. That has a brand new feature in there, and we have the origin story, which we kind of have ready, but we wanted to pay lots of attention to the origin story, and I can't believe that this was on our roadmap to release in January of this year as well. We've just been concentrating on growing the team and putting the resources in an area that it's just not been the right time to do it justice. We spoke throughout the years of maybe doing a little cinematic or some animations or big text, and it's just one of those things that has just slipped and slipped. But
there's a good amount of things that we have learned in this 2 short and also incredibly long years of building this that I think is crucial for everyone to know, is that we have a huge vision and we've accomplished a ton, but the amount of things that we've had to table that we've wanted to do in the early days is enormous, because the reality is this is so much more complex than than any business I've had to do. To have a Web3 based business has so many additional challenges and benefits, along with building a game and the team and all of the elements and creating an immersive environment with sound and video and graphics and things that can move, and the ability for people to, for me to move an avatar that you're going to see, and for vice versa, and the replication and everything involved in that, and then the hosting, and then the finances of the company and having to manage all of that. There's just, and security and managing the community, all these things that we have to build. It's like, I'm amazed at what we've pulled off. Really. It's just looking back at, scrolling back from 23 back to 21. I don't want to brag, but like I think I'm grateful to our team and to our community. Everybody, you've all played a part in this. Everyone here, like all you guys in the community have helped to build this and to make this happen. And so we're grateful to you, and we're so grateful to our passionate team as well. And there's a lot of new stuff coming up ahead, so it's going to be exciting. Yeah, we definitely had to push a few things in the fourth quarter, but for the most part, we've got a impactful. We've got a well-oiled machine at this point with
Yeah.
Agile, and the team is functioning. Like now, we're getting the automated alerts that go to the testing team that this needs to be tested from when something gets done in game dev, and so the process is really getting refined. It's very exciting, really, overall.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that we can talk about is this weekend we did the Breaking Corn testing event where we got over 100 people actually in there. Scruffy led that, and that was over a couple of hours, and we learned quite a lot on that. We learned we need to do some tweaking to the API. We've learned parts of the game where it slows down with more people on the screen at once. We learned some information about the racing and that as well. So everyone who participated in that, we thank you a lot, because that did go on for a while. It got disrupted a little bit when I turned up and started playing music and Price is Right and introducing people, but we were having fun, and we will do that again.
When the performance became noticeably affected?
Did you say that again? Sorry.
Was there a point when the performance became noticeably affected?
On certain parts of it, yeah. We had what's called rubber banding, and this is where when you see the character run and then suddenly they bounce back. But what that was due to is we had a lot of people that were joining from Asia or from Europe, and we were all testing in the American servers. So normally when you're playing the game, I would be joining the European servers where my ping my connecting to the servers and bringing all the data back is very fast. So you wouldn't see that rubber banding. But in America, where all these people are, the more people that are in, it's the more information that's pushed every single second. In fact, a few times a second, that information is sent. And as you get more and more people, more and more information. So the rubber banding gets worse and worse, more noticeable. So it's a bit of a red herring. But if everybody is in the kind of the wrong servers, we see that. But there is some things that we can do with that. Now, at the moment, when everybody's racing, I have raced, nearly every other day in the American servers. And if there was any kind of rubber banding that would happen in that racing game, the racing would be over. I would not be able to race. So we do know that when you go into the racing sessions, for example, where you've got 16 people in one session or less, that this is not a problem. So that probably occurs somewhere between 30 and 40 with the current setup. But again, this is one of the lessons that we kind of have learned, and that's not necessarily a big issue when we talk about going into the right servers and making sure that people are in the right servers. But I think it was important, a huge success. Yeah, and in the future we will start off probably inviting 80 people at once and then bring more people in slowly, rather than starting off at 10, 20. We know the starting point. So next time it should go a lot quicker.
Yeah. All right. Well, that brings us to the next section, which is questions from the community. Are you ready, Rob?
Indeed.
Okay. First question from Ox Hubris of the Knights. In regards to the node, if my computer goes into sleep mode, will the node still be active? For some reason, my MPBS goes way down if I turn off sleep mode.
Yeah, if your computer goes to sleep, your node goes to sleep. So, yeah.
Does he mean megabits per second? Is that what that is?
Yeah, I think, it's megabits per second. But,
I
mean, the different parts of a PC can actually go to sleep at different times. So your network card can actually go to sleep. I always go in and make sure these things don't turn off. We used to get that in the old days when we were filming Copi Cafe. One of our cards used to go to sleep, and all kinds of mayhem happened. So, if your machine goes to sleep, your node goes to sleep.
Okay.
Simple answer to that.
Good Good answer. Okay, Richard from the Knights. Is there a chance that some additional graphic cards will be added soon? For example, one step down NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650.
Yeah, we're reassessing the cards all the time, but I will have to say that we know for certain that there is a 6 GB limit, a minimum for graphics cards. So we've imposed that. UE5 currently has something very, very similar for those, because it's just very intense. I know at the moment your PC has to work slightly harder than normal because the game is new. We're adding things. Although we've optimized quite a lot of it, we've not optimized it so how it will be if we had the whole team working in that area. Mm-hmm. As far as the 1650, unfortunately, that's a 4 GB card, so that you will probably be able to use that in the future when we're out of the testing phase and anybody can use any card to download the game. I still can't promise that. The game may say no, but definitely for testing, you won't be able to use the 1650. Santa is around the corner. Who knows? Santa may bring you a new card.
Okay. All right, Chip. As always, we're trying to get this as performant and available to all as possible. Yep. It's just a gradual process, lots of testing, a million things we got to do, really. Chip asked, sorry if this has been answered already. Is there any intention to have character stats such as strength, intelligence, etc., along with leveling up? If so, what ways might these impact gameplay? Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. We are creating an MMO RPG. So yes, character stats, leveling up, strength, intelligence, health, stamina, skills, fishing skills, mining skills, all of that is in planning, and some of it is building now. We're currently building an inventory system. We're looking at those kind of stats as well, how they will be built into it. We played a demo a few months ago where we did some farming. If you remember that little prototype, and then we were eating some berries, and if you ate the wrong berries, you actually lost health. So that might be a leak. So yeah.
We've also got the character needs system that we're working on with alongside these skill sets, and we've talked about using different models to make that even more interesting down the line. Like the I'm drawing a blank. The hierarchy of needs, Maslow's hierarchy of needs. We talked about using that as a character needs framework. We've talked about using the Wheel of Life, which is the other framework for certain areas of your life that you can optimize, like business, relationships, friendships, family, nutrition, health and fitness, all of these different categories that will just, and you don't want to overcomplicate it either, because it just causes a lot of programming, but that's definitely something fun that we will develop over time. And we have a longer vision. We had a lot of meetings on that last year, but then we had to table it for a bit because we weren't right at the place where we could start developing that. But they already got a good chunk of the character needs in there as well.
And crafting will be huge. And like other MMO RPGs, you will have to be at a certain level to unlock other skills and other recipes and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, all that is coming.
And we can't leak this today, but I saw a fish today. Did you see it? In that, it's in our Discord thread. Remarkable. Looks like a brown trout. It is, and they also showed, David showed the animation of it. Looks incredibly realistic. It's got me really excited for fishing when we can bring that game in.
You're not cutting.
Huh? Not cotting? That's what you just said. Well, I think it brings us to time for our leak, so let's go ahead and get that going. Okay, everyone, here we are, Copi Cafe, episode 74. This is our leak, and we've got David with us to give us a little tour. David, take it away.
Hey, guys, it's me again. So we are in a little bit different of a place this time. So let's take a look around here. So these elevators we just came out of are actually the same elevators that you come into from the Clito Resort, but they're going to take you somewhere a little bit different now. So welcome to the Clito Pavilion.
Whoa, looking beautiful. These colors, man.
The place is absolutely insane at night. So we are running an 8-hour day cycle here as well. So you get a little bit more extended daytime, extended nighttime, but a lot of our spaces, of course, are set up to look great at night.
What are these? Tell us about these vehicles. I believe this is an enormous leak.
Yes, this, you know, if you can see me right now, I'm wearing my sunglasses, you know, because it's just so much going on right now. There's a lot of alpha going on here, but this is the Valkyrie community. You guys have seen this, you know, in billboards, advertisements around for some time. So now you get your first look at an actual Valkyrie, and this is the F9R, an absolute sleek beast of a machine. And this one falls in the S-Class category. So you're talking about absolute blazing speed. That probably the closest you can get to the Jester, which you can kind of see them hanging up there. Some red, white, and blue colors of the Jester. But yeah, surprised nobody wants to jump on top of one. So it seems to be kind of popular.
There's too much respect for the vehicle for me to jump on top of.
Finally, I've done one that people don't want to jump on.
I don't want to mess up the paint.
Yeah, gorgeous machine, extreme speed. We'll see when we'll see at what point in the future people can get their hands on these. So anyway, moving away from Valkyrie.
All right.
Kind of go up here to get a little bit of a view. So Clito Pavilion is now the new place to start races. If you look down here on my left, you can see the new racing terminals there. The lounges, you're probably wondering, well, where did the lounges go? The lounges are still here. They'll be used for some different purposes in the future, but for right now, everyone will be routed through the pavilion area, which is, you know, it's a shopping area, it's a place to go racing, it's a place to hang out.
Lounges could be esports viewing in the future, or what are we thinking?
Lots of things. There could be VIP versions, so where you own a pass to actually get into certain ones, and they'll have more amenities. So there's all kinds of options for those in the future.
Looking at that lit up tree down there with a lot of vehicles around it, that's pretty sick.
Yeah, you got quite a few different levels. You got shops and things on either side. I have a feeling the community is going to have a lot of fun jumping from different platforms. We've already had one of our developers that were able to run down this rail, as I'm showing here, and jump on top of a Jester. I haven't been able to replicate that one myself, but I'm sure somebody else is going to figure that out. So
sounds like a good spot for Mythic.
A Mythic Holocash? Yeah,
Yeah.
I can definitely see that. So
No hints on Copi Cafe. Sorry.
none, absolutely none. So go over here, you can see high-end fashion brand that's over here. So as you know, Cornucopias is big on like backpacks and things like that. It'll be a major part of gameplay. So if you fancy the fancier stuff, there you go. Luna de Luso.
Luna de Luso.
Luna de Luso.
Some high dollar backpacks.
I'm down here at the Mythic one down here. Like a pearl 24 karat gold. How about that?
It's like Mark's already wearing one.
Oh, there's Mark. Yep. Showing it off. Showing off the brand.
Strutting that pink designer backpack. All right.
Yep. All right. Well, we're not going to get to everything that's in here. Of course, there's definitely quite a few things. Take it down to the bottom, and actually, we can go over this sky bridge that's over here just for a second. So we kind of get a view of the place from up here. I'm pretty sure the viewers aren't going to complain that they're going to get more content on Copi Cafe.
No, hell, doubt it. This is definitely remarkable looking at night.
Yes, let us know if you want to see less content on Copi Cafe. Less alpha. Let me know.
Less alpha, yeah.
Beautiful views. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. When the sunset starts coming up here, it's absolutely fantastic. You probably can't see it very well in the recording, but you're seeing the red track. If we go out here to the left-hand side and more of just the open lounge area that will be used for various things in the future, you can see that last corner of the red track that sometimes determines whether you're going to win or lose the race. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
How many lights did you have to place inside here?
There is a lot of lights. So there's a lot of very careful work that has to be done with performance too. You got to be careful about overlap of lights, deciding when a light can have a shadow and when it doesn't. Its attenuation radius. There's a lot that goes into that. I kind of call it light painting. That's what I call it. So, somebody will come in here and start, light painting. So placing different things around the appropriate lights to, get the proper mood of the situation.
Yeah, I love it.
So
you guys just go down the stair and the
walkway down here. Oh, look, we got jackpot. What is this over here? Any ideas what this would be used for?
Jackpot sounds like mining.
Yeah, it's definitely a mining supply company here. So, yeah, it'd be very exciting to create an experience. This is something that I talked to you guys a little bit. Is a lot of times in games you don't really have enough of a, shopping is such a big deal in real life. People go out and spend hours. Why can't we do that in games too? Why can't we have full catered shopping experiences? So,
well, in the future, we should be able to walk into some of these stores and buy game assets, correct?
Yep, absolutely, all of them. So,
yeah.
Don't look this way. What is here? 0G. What are those used for?
Wait, where did you go? Oh, you're at the.
Yeah, we just crossed over here.
I was told. I'm not staying with the class. I think I would have just got a warning from the teacher.
Yeah. Let's see. See me after class. Oh, there you are.
0G.
0G.
Oh, yeah.
A place for those that like a little less gravity in their lives.
When hoverboard.
At some point, it will happen. When you least suspect it.
Wherever,
kind of a Gap kind of store, that kind of thing.
Looks like a great place for some new merch if you need a new outfit for your character.
Yeah, yep, there'll be lots of places like those. Are you ready to rumble ball? Copi Cafe across the way.
Yep.
Over there.
We are. Rob, pretty soon we're going to have to host a Copi Cafe from in-game Copi Cafe. All right. Okay, so here we're going into the main attraction. This is the question that has not yet been answered. What is Rumble Ball?
And that's it. That's a Rumble Ball.
All right, so that's it.
Walk away.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is this a wrap? This episode is complete. Okay. Here we go.
All right. So Rumble Ball. Essentially it's kind of like a portable soccer type game. It doesn't have any specific rules. It's more just simply physics based right now. It is very work in progress right now. So we're still working on the net code and how the physics replicates, that sort of thing. But these will pop up in different places across the Cornucopias universe as kind of like a franchise, allowing anybody to jump in and play a nice game of soccer, or if you call it football, against others, against strangers, against friends. So, but there you go. That is a Rumble Ball court. When you guys step in, you're going to pick a side and you're going to look up at the scoreboard. So everybody hop in here.
Okay. What are teams?
Yep. Teams. So red, I'm going to stick on red teams. So I'm going to stand on the red side. We need people on the blue as we watch the scoreboard there.
Looks like Rob and I are blue.
Yep. So you guys are against me and Mark.
Okay. I see a clock ticking down up there. So the ball's I assume is.
There we go.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, Mark, right off the bat.
Mark, that's just wrong. That's just wrong. I think
You're gonna let us
you got
score
that,
again?
Rob. All right, Rob's picking it up.
Ah. Waiting for it to come.
I'm playing this new avatar.
Who's the new avatar? Oh man,
No. Dang it.
nice shot, Rob.
Right off the bat. Cheater.
Looks like I'm playing a little defense here, covering the 50.
Mark, we gotta get it out of here. I know you can hear me. Come on, use the power of that pink backpack.
There we go. I got a piece of that.
I'm waiting in the middle for the cross.
Oh, that's what I was doing. No, go.
It's like 4-year-old football, all following the ball.
Yeah. We don't have too good of organization at the moment.
No. Just a bunch of ball chasers here. Oh, come on. I gotta sink it. Nope. Denied.
Oh, nice angle.
Yeah, I tried.
I'm going.
Go, Rob. Go. Cross it, Rob.
There you go. Get on that.
Oh, come on. Come on. I gotta get it in. Get it.
Oh, no.
No. It's my ball.
There we go.
Come on. Cross.
No.
No. Miss. Come on, Mark.
Nice D.
I've not played any rumble ball, so I have no idea where to
I haven't either.
what the angles are.
All right, go. Push.
Oh,
I just did a header. Sweet.
we're tied right now. We gotta score.
Okay, push up, Rob. I'm going to cross it.
Gonna.
That was not a good cross. This is not easy.
Keep bumping into you guys. Oh, let's get it.
Nice, Rob. Cleared it.
Oh, nice headbutt. Double headbutt.
Oh, gosh. I just missed it.
I don't know where the ball is. There we go.
Boom. Come on, we need a serious upset here.
Push.
2 minutes left.
There you go, Rob. It's you.
No.
Cross. Oh, I just missed it. Oh, that was a perfect cross.
Oh,
Dang it.
mag them. Unfinish.
Get it out of here. Yes. Oh, no. Come on. Dang it.
What? My feet weren't working.
Excuses.
How many players can play this?
Oh, come on. That should have went in.
I need to score. I'm getting angry.
Anybody watching mine right now, we are actually on a European server, so there's a little bit of network lag. And stuff.
Oh,
yes.
what happened?
Oh. All right.
Rob was standing right there.
Mark, we can't let them win. We have to submit our dominance.
2-1 to the Reds.
Kicking
Can't let
it
the
up.
Reds win.
This is amazing. I love it. Rumble ball. Rob, score. Yes.
No!
Nice shot, mate.
That hurts.
Nice one.
No.
Yes!
Scored own goal.
Oh, I forgot. Once you score, the ball drops right away. Okay, go. Just wait there at the 50.
It's a little bit silly scoring an own goal.
It's going to get messy down here.
Wait, is there a halftime where the side switch or anything? No, right?
Nope. Not yet. I mean, there's a lot of things in the future that we might do with this, but one of the main things is, I know automatic.
Nice.
Oh, see, I'm talking and I'm not I'm not paying attention. But is we still want to keep it simple. That's what's going to give it a lot more mass appeal. We don't want to get it over complicated with what you can do here. We want everyone to be able to jump in and play.
Oh,
tied.
game.
I'll take it.
I scored
Well
3.
done,
2
Good
goals
job,
and
Rob.
an own goal.
We are now allowed to leave the rumble ball court. So
Good game. I can see myself getting quite
Good
good at
game,
that.
guys. Good game.
Yeah. I felt the heat there a little bit. I got a little bit sweaty. Wearing a jacket because it's cold, but now I'm hot.
I'm here at my parents' house in Dallas, and screaming during Rumble Ball match. People are probably like, "What's the deal, dude?" Where did you guys go? I lost everyone.
I'm hanging out around with the T3s.
Oh, let's go over there where Rob's at. I'm actually
Okay, is there more we are showing here for this episode, or?
Yeah, well, I know what the question's really going to be is when is the community going to get their hands on this? What do you guys think?
I mean, it seems like a good Christmas present or something.
Yeah, how about we do it today? How about that?
Yeah, let's do it today. Is it ready?
Let's do it today. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it. Go get it, guys.
All right. Sounds good. Well, here you are. This is Copi Cafe episode number 74. You just saw the Pavilion. You just saw a lot of new stores and shops inside the Pavilion, vehicle displays. This is where you come from the elevators in Toledo and get ready to go racing. There's the little racing area down there. And you've seen Rumble Ball. Now you know what it is. A new game inside Cornucopias. So I'd say that's one heck of a leak. And anybody else want to chime in here and take us out and wish everyone happy holidays? Or
Happy holidays, everyone. I will see you in the Rumble Ball tonight.
all right.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Happy
a
holidays.
Rumble Ball happening tonight. Maybe a live stream. Who knows?
Yeah.
David, great work. Mark, thanks for joining, for playing a little Rumble Ball. And it's a good thing we have a rematch that we need to handle here in a couple of minutes. See you guys on the fields. All right, everyone. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
All right. Well, that's our leak for the week, and we're thankful that you guys have all watched with us and participating in the community. And this might be the last episode for the year. We're not certain. If we can pull one off next week, we will. If we can't, we have a special message. Well, either way, we have a special message from our team from Tuesday's meeting. Here we go. Hi, everyone. From everyone here at Cornucopias.
Happy holidays.